Have you ever heard the voice of God? Oh, you say, I don't know if I've heard the voice of God. Well, Adam heard the voice of God, so check Genesis 3. So did Abraham, Genesis 12. So does Moses, Exodus 3. They heard the voice of God. But better still, now God communicates, not only then, but now. He has no problem communicating. You do not need to hear an audible voice because we have the scriptures, but we are hearing all kinds of voices these days. You've heard the voice of the president, the voice of the governor, the voice of the mayor. Oh, and again and again and again and again, the voices of the newscasters. What are they telling us? Don't go to work. Don't go to school. Stay at home. Stay in your house. Wash your hands. Put on gloves. Don't shake hands with anybody. And no hugs. And that social distance, 6 feet. Well, so we're in the midst of a pandemic, and fewer than 1% of the people have been afflicted with this plague that is upon our country. But 100% are plagued with fear. We're afraid. So some fellow is driving around in a car all by himself, wearing a mask. Who could he infect? Who could infect him? What's he afraid of? Well, we're not sure what we're afraid of, but we are afraid. And so we reorder our entire lives because we have been hearing voices from Washington, from Springfield, from the television set, voices that have communicated fear to us. Now, in the midst of all this, my friend, it is time to hear the voice of God. What does he say? Well, Isaiah 41:10, fear not, for I am with you. Don't be dismayed, for I am your God. I'll strengthen you, I'll help you, I'll uphold you with the right hand of my righteousness. Oh, you don't need to fear. The Lord says, fear not. And when it comes from him, it's rock sure, solid. It is. Be like Jesus. Mark 10, over the objections of his disciples, he's taking up little children in his lap, holding them in his arms and blessing them. Little children, doesn't he know they are germ carriers? Where have their hands been? Little children, their runny noses. Yes, he takes them in his arms. And he doesn't not say, stay 6 feet from me. He says in Matthew 11:28, come unto me, all ye who labor and are heavy laden. You don't need to keep distance from Jesus. Come close. Come, he says, come to me. And so, until we meet again, walk closely with Jesus.